about locating the ridge line on topo sheet. So this is the topo sheet. What you will observe on the topo sheet. So let us see the various information accompanied on the sheet. So here you will see this is one of the part of the land where you see various smaller and smaller tributaries connecting to each other and giving rise to the various large size rivers. Okay, so as we are locating for the catchment area of a dam, so there becomes necessity to locate the dam section along with the ridge line. Why it is necessary to locate the ridge line? Because it is the highest point from where the rainwater gets diverted toward the sloping portion or toward the lower levels. Okay, so on this topo sheet, so let us consider this as one of the tributary. This is one of the tributary under the consideration. So what we are observing, so here is the end point of this tributary and here is opposite side tributary starting. Okay, so in between there is a very small gap. Okay, so what this small gap tells you, because so this is the portion, if raindrop falls here, so half of the portion will go towards this smaller line and half portion will go towards this tributary. Okay, then this must be the highest point that we have identified over the topographic, topographical sheets. Okay, so if we plot all the points and the line connecting, okay, so let us start locating the highest points over this sheet. Okay, so let us consider this is our suitable dam site. Okay, and that means we are proposing the construction of a dam at this place. Okay, then from where we will get the water? Okay, so that means nothing but our catchment area. Okay, so to locate the catchment area and its coverage, we need the higher ridge line contributing to this dam site. Okay, so let us start. So this is the one of the river. We will see, observe the information on the sheet. Okay, so this width of the river is larger and larger at this place. At this point, this is a junction place, okay, of what? So this is another river, okay, coming from here. This is another small river, and by combining these rivers, we are getting the large discharge at this place and giving rise to a larger size river portion. Okay, so let us go backward. Okay, so this is the river coming from this. Okay, so this is a very smaller. Okay, as we go higher and higher, okay, over the ground, so size of the river goes on reducing, and at this place we see a smaller tributaries are contributing to generate the larger size river. Okay, same case we are observing on this side. So at this is another junction place. So water will come from here, water will come from here. Okay, and at this place we are observing the ridge line will be from here and here. Okay, so this will be the ridge line for this river. Okay, so now, so these are the two components giving rise to this smaller tributary. Again, from this side there is again another contribution. So this rivers has number of connecting rivers, smaller connecting parts, that is giving the larger discharge. Okay, so either we can construct the dam here if sufficient water is available. So here, so this is the largest size of flow, so we can construct dam site. We can select a dam site here also. Okay, we can construct a dam site because this is a narrower portion and larger discharge we are observing here. We can locate here, but for as if there is no such a fertile land inside, and if this is a complete hilly area, no residence is there, then we can have the dam site with a larger volume at this place. Okay, so let us plot a ridge line for this dam site. Okay, so let us start from here. So this is the smaller tributary contributing, so the ridge line must be at this place. So I am going to mark all the ridge lines at this place contributing. So we have already identified the ridge line. How to identify? So this may be a ridge line. Okay, so this is the portion. Okay, so this will be the ridge line. This will be the ridge line contributing to the catchment area. So this will be the line. Okay, another it will go like this. It will go also like this. It will go like this. Okay, so this will be the final end. Okay, so here it is ending. Here it ends means what? So there is a again continuity of the same topographical map, but we are only focusing over the catchment here. We can assume that even though here is a line, so our catchment area ridge line coincides with this ridge line. Okay, so that is, so we can easily calculate the area of this common area afterwards. Okay, so this is on the upper side. So let us identify the lower side ridge line. So this is the tributary contributing. So here will be the start point. Okay, for this tributary, let us say this will be the ridge line. So we will start from here. So this is the largest one. So this okay, we will start from here. Okay, so ridge line will be coming from like this, like this, like this. Okay, here, 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 here. Then it will go like this. Okay, so this will be our ridge line. Ridge line. This will be the ridge line. This will be the ridge line. This is contributing towards that portion. This will be the ridge line. And then this will be the ridge line. Okay, so we got the area now. Okay, what will be the area? So this is the dam site. So let us consider this is the portion. Okay, okay, right hand side portion, edge of the ridge line. Because even though it is cut off along the dam line, this is our start ridge line. Okay, then it is coming following this portion of the ridge line. Then it is following this edge. Again it is continuing here. Okay, so this is now closed polygon. Okay, so this is the closed polygon. Then as we have identified the area area from where we can collect the water in the dam, we must know how much water will be collected in the dam for a particular area, for a particular year. So for that purpose, what we will require to do? We need to measure the rainfall falling within this catchment